In this video, it will show you step by step on how to disassemble, how to replace and clean the cooling fans and heatsink, and how to change the thermal pads and the thickness of the thermal pads, and how to repaste. What's up everyone, take the screw out. If you haven't subscribed in this channel, please consider subscribing and click that notification bell so that if there's a new video coming out, you'll be notified. There's a link in the description down below in each videos for the tools and equipment I've used, which is available to purchase in Amazon.com in United States and Amazon.co.uk in United Kingdom if you're interested to get one. Let's begin the tutorial. So this card is the ASUS TUF Gaming AMD version of the RX 7600 XT. So this card is a brand new, which is still sealed. So what you're gonna see, thermal paste and the thermal pads is stuck from the factory. Okay, so let's open up the box. So this is the GPU, as you can see at the back. The seal is still intact here, so everything inside is still stuck from the manufacturer. So this GPU, the front shroud is made of metal, and also the backplate is metal, and also it has an RGB, but the one that lights up is only this logo here. And the strip here, it will using the Aura Sync software. And before we begin, the screwdriver I'm going to use in this video is the Hichika electric battery powered screwdriver. And if you're interested in this one, I put in the link in the description down below. And this one is quite cheaper than my previous screwdriver, so just check the description for the link. And this Hichika precision screwdriver cost me about £23 here in the UK, and it has 67-in-1 mini cordless electric screwdriver with LED light, and it has 52 magnetic bits, which is this. Actually, it's very cheap and has a lot of tools included. So this is what you get for £23. So yeah, and the power of the motor of the screwdriver is maximum 3 Newton meters. DIY for repairing laptop, watch, camera, drone, and like this one, graphics card. So just check the description down below. You have everything here. There's so many stuff in here for £23. So check it out. And it has USB-C charging port, and everything is included here in the box. So these are the two options. If you just want to replace one of the fans, or just clean the back area of the fan, or clean the heatsink to remove the dust, all you're going to do is unscrew H screw, which is here at the back. So the H screw is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 2 here on the bracket, 6, 7, and 8. That's the only screw that you're going to remove if you need to access the back of the fan to clean it and to clean the heatsink. And the second option is if you want to replace the thermal pads and thermal paste, all you're going to do is you do that first option plus another 6 screw. So this one here. So it's gonna be 14 screw in total that you're going to remove. So you're going to remove that first option, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Removing all those 14 screws, you can access the fans and also the thermal pads and the thermal paste. So now I'm going to show you how to do the first option, that is just to remove the fans or to clean the back area of the fans and the heatsink. So first you have to remove the H screw. And that's the 6th screw, and there's another. So we're going to remove this 2 screw here. H screw has been removed, so now you can lift the front shroud. So be careful because there's still a connector here. There's 2 connectors here. This one, this 2 here is the connector for the fans. The bigger one is for the fans, and the smaller connector is for the LED that drives for the RGB light. So slowly lift up and be careful with the wire, just like that. And then to remove the connector of the fans and the LED, just press it and then lift it up. Press the connector and lift up. Okay, so each fan can only be removed and accessed when you remove the front shroud. Unlike some other GPU, that the fan screw can be accessed here in the front, but this one is different. The fan can only be accessed underneath if you remove the front shroud. So each fan has 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and same with the other 2. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the connector. So be careful with this. Just if you're interested for pliers, this kind of pliers, just check in the description below. Okay, so both of the connector is detached. I will show you later on how to disconnect the fan, which is very easy, just to remove each screw, and I will show you the part number of each fan. So now, to do the second option, if you want to change the thermal pads and replace the thermal paste, so you do that first option, which is H screw and the 2 connector plus 6 other screw, which is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to remove this. So bear in mind, if you unscrew this one here, so that could valid your warranty. The screw here, the 6 screw here, and this 2 are different types, so don't mix up. Okay, so now you can access all the thermal pads and put a new thermal paste. It's very easy on this card, it's easy to maintain. And before I'll show you the thickness of the thermal pads, I'm going to show you about the fan. So to remove each fan, just unscrew this 4 screw. So now you can remove the fan, and this 3 fan is linked together to a coupler connector and goes out this one big connector here, and this small connector here, this is for the LED. Okay, so this small connector here that drives the LED light, the RGB that goes here and there for these 2. This logo and this light here, that can be controlled with the Aura software. So now I'm going to show you the part number of each fan. So we're going to remove this. So make sure, if possible, be careful removing this foam, because this could protect and prevent the vibration of the fan, so it could help. Right, I'm trying my best not to damage it, but yeah, because it sticks so hard to the sticker for the fan label. Hang on, I need a so I have few tools that I put the link in the description below if you need one. So just check the description if you need tools. Okay, so fun. And that's it. Okay. So more. So I've just checked the part number of each fan. They are identical. They have exactly the same part number. I'll show you. So that's the part number. That's the middle fan. This one is the fan on the left. Yeah, that's the fan on the left. And this is the fan on the right. It's not very readable in the camera, but they are identical. So that's the fan. So I don't need to remove the other two fan, because I already showed you the other one. So by the way, this one is I'm not sure if this is a metal one. I think this is a plastic. Normally I've done TUF gaming GPU in the past. They are made of metal, but this one is it looks like feels like it's a plastic one, but it's very durable plastic. So okay. So I'm going to, so that's all the fans. So I already showed you the part number and how to remove the fan. So by the way, this tiny screw on the side of the front shroud, this one here, these are not necessary to unscrew, because that only holds the plastic inner layer of the front shroud. The outer layer of the front shroud is metal and the inner layer is plastic. So that is the one who holds the LED lighting on this area here. So you don't need to screw that one. Okay, so it's time to show you the thickness of the thermal pads. But first, the instrument I'm going to use to measure the, if you are, check the link in the description down below. So this is a digital one, and also there's like a manual in the description down below. So this is a digital one, and also there's like a manual version of this one. So I prefer this digital. It can be easier to show you the thickness. So this one here. So this one here is the VRAM, and okay, and this area here is gonna be like this. So this 4 here, that goes to these 4 chips. This is the VRAM, and this area here, this is the VRMs. So VRMs stands for voltage regulator modules. So it will control the voltage of the GPUs. So now I'll show you the thickness of the VRAM. So we're going to measure just this one. It looks thin, so let's see. I'm going to remove it. It can be easier. So the VRAM is 1 millimeter thickness. It's 1 millimeter, and so thin. And the VRM is quite thicker compared to the VRAM. So this one is, so the VRMs is, the VRMs, this one here is 2mm. So VRAM 1mm, VRMs is 2mm. And this small one here is exactly the same thickness of this one here. So there's a very small strip of pads here. So exactly the same thickness of this one, 2mm. From underneath the, so I'll show you what's underneath here on the back plate. So we might see something like a thermal pads in there, maybe. So okay, so we have to unscrew that from to detach it from the PCB. So we have to unscrew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, let me check. Oh no, you don't need to unscrew this. So only 1, 2, 4, 5. So you only need to unscrew 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't need to unscrew this big screw here. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the screw bits that I'm using. This is a Phillips screw VH1. All the screw that I've just removed, that is the VH1. But this one on the back plate, that attach the back plate, let me check. Oh yeah, it also fits with the VH1. So you only need 1 screw bits for this GPU. Phillips screw VH1. You can see it from the camera. So I'm going to remove this. So be careful, don't mix up all the screws because they are on different size and shapes. So 5 screw is being removed. Okay, let's try to detach the back plate. Hang on. Okay, be careful. Oh, I can see a thermal pads underneath. So there's also thermal pads underneath, and the VRAM is 1mm, and the VRMs is 2mm. But here at the back, underneath the back plate, they have 2 different thickness. So this area here and this area here have the same thickness. It has 2.5mm, but this two here is the one is underneath the VRAM. So this one has 2mm, exactly the same thickness of the VRMs. So 2.5 and 2mm. So it has 3 different types of thickness. So now it's time to clean the residue of the thermal pads. And what I'm using, I recommend to use a 99.9% of isopropyl alcohol to clean all those stuff here, the residue. And I'm using like this is called plastic prying tools. There are some prying tools which is made of metal, but I don't use this to scrape this residue here, otherwise it could damage it. So just use plastic and be careful. Right, okay, so I'm going to use a microfiber cloth to clean up all those residue and the alcohol. Regarding the alcohol, never use a 70% alcohol. Always use the 99.9. It's almost pure alcohol. The reason is they are not conductive, and also it dissipates very quickly. So like that, and it melts the residue so quick. 99.9 is the recommended one. It's so clean. And then to dry the alcohol, that will instantly dry anyway, but I will show you an air blower which is powered by battery. It's a cordless air blower. The heatsink and all the dust, that is sticking on the board, I'll show you. So this is the blower that I'm using. It's the really good one, Makita. The exact model is DAS 180. It's brushless. It's brushless 18 volts LXT model. So yeah, I recommend this one. It's a very powerful cordless blower. So the PCB itself is very clean, so I don't need to brush it or clean it because it's already clean anyway. So, and this one, I have to put this one properly. So I don't need to replace these pads because this is a brand new one. This card is not been used. Still a very good condition thermal pads here to replace this. Still a very good condition thermal pads here. All I'm going to do is to put a new thermal paste. So clean this one as well. Alright, that's clean. So before you attach this front shroud to the heatsink, make sure to check everything, all the screw is in place and tighten properly. So this one looks good. So next step, it's time to put it back together. But first, the first thing we're going to do is to attach this backplate to the back of the PCB. So make sure this 4 slot here will goes there. Right. Make sure all the mounting holes is perfectly aligned. So we have to screw in 5 screw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screws are identical in, so you don't have to worry about if they're gonna mixed up. Okay. Okay, so check if it's totally flat. It's perfect. By the way, this GPU has a BIOS option, which is the quiet mode and the performance mode. So this one is on the performance mode right now. So next is to put a thermal paste. So on this video, I'm going to use the SYY thermal paste, which is also one of the good one. And also I have another brand to recommend, the Gillid GC4, also very good one. I'm using this different brand all the time, an Arctic brand as well. And what's the other brand, the brown one that I used to recommend before, and still I recommend now, the Natoa in TH2, I think that's the one. It's a really good one. So it's up to you which one you prefer, but they have a different prices range. Some of them are expensive, some is a bit cheaper. This SYY is really good performer, but it's quite cheaper, so it's a really good one. So put the thermal paste. don't put too much thermal paste on it, but don't worry if you put too much and it goes over the edge of the GPU die. Don't worry about it, because thermal paste normally is not non-conductive, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so I recommend to spread the thermal paste to the whole area of the GPU die. Okay. So next, but make sure before you do that, make sure all the thermal pads is in place and aligned perfectly. So all the thermal pads here is attached perfectly, okay, so this will goes like that. So but first, because this bracket here is protruding, is more thicker compared to the heatsink, so I need to elevate the heatsink so that I could place it flat, perfectly flat. So I'm going to use a pencil to elevate the heatsink, like so. So that's elevated now. Make sure when you put this one, this is a very critical stage. You need to make sure all these 4 mounting brackets will be perfectly aligned to these 4 mounting holes here. So that's very important. That's it, it's aligned. And then next is put it back the mounting bracket. So this is very important. When you screwed in the mounting bracket, make sure to you turn it gradually and in crisscross pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have to turn it gradually. What I'm going to use is not the electric one, but it has this. I'm going to use this manual handle, which is included of the set for this electric screwdriver. So I'm going to do this one first. Two. Okay, so 1 turn at a time now. 1. Okay, so check if it's totally flat. So I'm going to remove the pencil. I don't need this anymore. So next is the fans to the heatsink. Make sure to check everything. The fan screw are in place, and the foam is here, is in place now, so all good to go. So first thing to do is to, and by the way, I almost forgot about this, to screw that is included with this from attaching the PCB to the heatsink. So I almost forgot about this too. That goes here. Okay, so that's 6 screws in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That holds the PCB to the heatsink. That's 6 screws. Okay, so to attach the front shroud to the heatsink, the first thing you're gonna do is to connect the 2 connector. So it's so easy. Just it will go like this. So you have to do like that. And push the connector in. Make sure it's connected properly. Well, it's difficult to show you in the video because it's quite dark. There you go. The LED connector is connected and the fan connector goes next. Push it in. Right, make sure both are pushed in properly. Alright, both of the connector is in place, so it's time to perfectly. So do it carefully, make sure all the okay, so to check. There you go. Okay, checking the other side as well. So make sure it sits flat to the PCB. So you have to screw in this 6 screw first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll start in the middle. So this 6 screw is, these are identical, same size and length. Okay, the last 2 screw goes here on the bracket. Okay, so you have to make sure they are snug. Don't over tighten it, just snug. Okay, so you have to check everything, make sure all the screw is in place and make sure everything is perfect. So also to check each fan, the rotation, make sure it doesn't catches in the side. Okay, looks perfect. So that's the end of the tutorial. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing. That's a big help for this channel grow, and I can carry on making more tutorial videos like this one in the future. Share and click that thumbs up icon. Thank you so much for watching.